Well, audience, not too long after Alpha and Omega 2, we are back for some more fun with Alpha and Omega Free.
Because we love
Because
we love torture so much.
Yes.
The Great Wolf.
Oh,
Games, as
like
Joe was trying to say.
Before we deal with that bout of badness, let's deal with this thing. Okay, guys.
The Great Wolf Game. Okay, so clearly, everybody, the second movie ended on a cliffhanger, I guess. So clearly, this movie starts right off where the second movie left off. Right, Jova?
Well, I'll let you see for yourself, but here's another thing you guys have to watch out for. You remember how Alpha and Omega 2 was, trying to be all kiddie fun? Well, this movie is actually going to try and pull social commentary.
Oh, great.
Boy.
Social comment, because when I think Alpha and Omega, I think social commentary.
Yeah. And it sort of involves all of our countries.
Oh, glorious.
Joy.
I'm
But
ready.
I digress. Basically, audience, start, before the Lionsgate logo. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
When we say click, you press play. 3, 2, 1, click. Oh.
It's sad that this is
Look
the
at all this.
This
Look
is the
at this
best animated
animation. Isn't it gorgeous?
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, it's just the opening.
Yeah.
Oh, look, that's beautiful animation. Oh, wait, that's the logo.
Yeah, thanks, Lionsgate.
And that's it. The movie peaked. We're fuck you,
Yeah.
crest animation.
Okay.
What did they
Your
do
miles
this?
may-
Aside from this, I think. I mean,
I've forgotten.
could you check?
Lions.
Since you're the guy who always likes to check those things.
Oh, yes, Richard Rich returns as a director, by the way.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I'll check.
Crest animation.
Movie, you gotta start any time? Those are stills. Yes, that's very nice. Oh!
Oh, now it starts.
Alpha and Omega Free, the Great Wolf
Okay,
Games.
this looks like just a copy paste.
Welcome to play.
The second movie.
Welcome back to Play-Doh Mountain.
Oh! God.
And now we're in Bambi.
Mixed with the Lion King. Ah.
And, okay. Prepare yourself, guys, because you know how Alpha and Omega 2 had bad animation? Well, this is the movie where people specifically remember where the animation really took that dive.
Basically, they did stuff like the Swan Princess,
Oh.
the King and I, the Scarecrow, and some other stuff.
Scarecrow.
I mean, how who was the founder of the studio?
Who?
Richard Rich.
Oh, glorious. So he's still doing shit in this. Basically, he created the studio specifically so he could do shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, by the way, have I mentioned that this is also going to be a Cars ripoff?
Yeah, a ripoff of a ripoff. Brilliant.
What? Cars was a ripoff?
Okay, fine. Not technically a ripoff, but the derivative movie.
What was Cars a derivative of?
Derivative of every single guy who's deluded and then meets the common normal people and how so much better they are and then turns over a new leaf. That we've seen.
Yeah, I chalk that up to being more a trope, but yeah, basically this movie's version of the power slide thing.
Alright.
And
You have entered power.
and yes, before you ask,
so
basically
far the animation looks about just as bad as the second movie, I think.
Pedro, we're only minutes in.
You hyped the awfulness of the
see.
animation so bad. I was expecting to be scared right immediately. So far, it's basically on the same level as the previous. What's those close-ups?
Yeah, this movie's gonna have quite a few of those close-ups. So yeah,
Who directed this?
you remember
Who
how we had
directed this?
rendering
Peter
from the...
Jackson's Fellowship of the Ring.
So yeah, guys, and yes, here's
Dwebs, if this was directed by Peter Jackson, instead of being 45 minutes long, this would be by animated movie standards, it would be probably 2 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, animation downgrade number 1. You remember how at least the renderings were kept at a distance? Well, now we get piss poor renderings in close-ups and everything.
Oh, glory.
Oh, jolly.
So basically, this the female wolf is in love with this wolf. Is that it?
Yeah.
So basically, this is going to rip off The Lion King 2, I'm guessing?
No. They're going to do something quite different.
Of all the movies to rip off, you rip off one of the most mediocre of the Disney animated sequels.
Speak for yourself, Dwibs.
That's why,
Oh, God!
yeah, of course I'm going to speak for myself.
And yeah, notice how the wolves seem to be running in place.
Wow,
You
that
know,
walking cycle is awful.
And yes, here's animation downgrade number 2: the running cycles. There will be animations like those galore, where it seems like they're running in place because their speeds are not matching their actual leg length.
And that must be bad considering this movie's apparently like an Olympic Games one.
Oh yeah, by the way, Pedro, to answer your question, yeah, we're back home already.
So yeah.
So what you're basically telling me, Joe, is that the second movie was completely pointless.
Well, honestly, what you consider pointless, honestly, I consider almost every sequel pointless. But yeah, in terms of continuing the story, yeah.
Fine. Allow me to pick a better selection of words. So basically what you're telling me is that the Alpha and Omega 2 was literally a waste of time, complete in its entirety.
Well, if you were expecting the ending of a story to connect to the beginning of this one's, yeah, except they do sort of reference the previous movie in a bizarre way.
And who's this guy?
Oh, that's Humphrey, their father, the protagonist of the last two films.
I mean the third one.
Oh, one of his old friends.
Yeah. Okay. So, audience,
wait, hold on, listen to this. Basically, there's gonna be a plot point coming up with this.
This would be that could be a good challenge for Pedro. Can Pedro finish his donuts in a longer time or a shorter time than it takes for this movie to finish?
God.
Yeah, because I did finish my chocolate about the same time the movie ended. The last one, I mean.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, but I usually eat donuts a lot
wait,
faster than I eat chocolate, so.
Yep.
I'm dumb.
What? The
social
games?
commentary on the Sochi Winter Olympics.
What?
Basically, apparently there's this thing where apparently only alphas can participate in the Great Wolf Games, and Humphrey's pack that he's in are boycotting the games until they make it for all people. You remember the controversy with Sochi, Russia, in 2014?
Yeah, so Richie Rich thought, okay, gotta make another movie with the wolves. Social commentary on the Olympics, because when I think Alpha and Omega, I think Olympics.
Well, this came out the same year as the Sochi Olympics.
I know, but still, like, if you want to talk about, it doesn't fit. Oh my god, that bear! I hate that bear.
Yes, remember how I told you how you'd be whistling for child actors for the Bear Cubs? Well, it starts here.
Oh, guys, here's a fun fact. Guess how long the gap was between this film and the next sequel, Legend of the Sawtooth Cave?
It came out the same year.
Yeah, 7 months.
Jesus. Yeah. So basically, the fourth movie was rushed out in 7 months.
And oh god, the lighting. I mean, it looks
oh my god! Have we suddenly entered into fucking the Donkey Kong Country TV show?
Oh god, Cloudhead Space! It's plastic!
And now we're in Brave.
God.
Oh my god, that shot! Oh.
I told you!
Rendering does not exist in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for some reason they want these two to join their team. Well, more so the bear, anyway.
Oh, okay.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Apparently adult bears are fucking retards.
Yeah.
Imagine if you have a serial killer right after you, and all you have to do is say, "Stop, go that way." It's like it's like an Adventure of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm over there.
Hey, what time are you guys at?
Oh god, we'll have to go through this again, are we?
9:30, 9:41.
Okay. Okay, I'm paused at 9:55.
Sure.
Hey.
A gory jumper.
Benny jumped like a few meters. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
I should probably also point out a bit of a story contradiction here. We may have talked over it, but earlier, yeah, the two cubs from the different wolf tribe, one of them who's called Fleet, the one Claudette was talking to earlier, he mentioned that the games do allow for almost any critter. In fact, not even just wolves, but animals. So, yeah, story problem number one, why the heck is Humphrey's tribe even boycotting the games when literally everyone and anyone can join?
So they fail at social commentary. They can't even keep that straight.
So basically,
there's no reason for them to even be boycotting it because the story literally contradicted itself.
So basically, Jova, what you're telling me is that our goal here is to solve a problem that doesn't exist.
And yeah, have I mentioned that all the different animal species are going to be allegories for different countries?
It's like if someone made a movie about we have to end the prejudice.
And now purple wolves for some reason.
We have to end the prejudice about how people who have mustaches hate on people who don't have mustaches.
But then they just shave them off like a minute later.
Something like that. Oh, God, the lighting of the sky.
Wait, that's lighting? Wait, that's
look
about...
at that. Look at that. Did you see that? Did you see that?
I just thought that was a Wile E. Coyote made painted background that they put there.
Have you noticed that the sky seems to constantly change colors in each shot?
Yeah, they do, actually. What is this, after last season now?
Well, what if I told you that at some point
basically, Jova, if you don't remember, in after last season, every time you change a shot, the lighting changes too. So basically, Richard Rich is ripping off after last season.
Actually, Pedro, he's going to go a step below. There's actually a scene or two where the lighting not only changes, but it changes frame to frame in the same scene.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Bob should
Oh, great. And now I have a musical number. Great. Or is it?
But yeah.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Why not just have a kid actor? And yeah, for some reason, when she runs too fast, she flies.
Get it? Because she's Sonic, as is a hedgehog.
No, she's a porcupine.
Porcupine hedgehog. It's about the same thing.
But yeah, I kid you not, there's going to be a scene when...
It's interesting you say that, Joa, because the Portuguese words...
Oh, wait, hold on. Before that, plot point. Brent the bear here has bird issues.
So our
he has a bit of psychological trauma with a bird, apparently.
Okay, what? Okay, the fact that these birds keep showing up. This is not really a compelling issue movie.
And popping in and out too.
It's like in We're Back, a Dinosaur Story, where for some reason we have to follow the distance of that hat falling, even though nobody gives a shit.
And now he's going to try and murder Stinky because the bird's in his mouth.
No, that doesn't work. Well, that was pointless. Let's move on.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Pedro, what was that you said earlier about, you know, the Alpha and Omega 2 not possibly being usurped by this in cases of animation?
I never said it wouldn't be a surpass. I was just saying that so far it wasn't.
Well, yeah.
Okay, we just fell into a puddle of soup.
And there's no mud on them.
You know, I have to admit, I was amazed that they managed to usurp Alpha and Omega 2 with how lazy it was, but here you go. A story that cares even less, and animation that well. What animation?
What's this animation you speak of? And to think...
Yeah, that's another thing. Apparently the wolves know about Noah's Ark.
And to think, 30-odd years before, this guy was hoping to make Fox and the Hound.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. For some reason, the wolves will constantly reference Noah's Ark, which suggests that they know Bible references.
Mind you, he also helped do the Black Cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't help but look at that mud.
Okay, so here's my question. What's the story?
Yes. Oh yeah, the story. Basically, Olympic Games for the Wolves, and these guys want to show that they can win.
But
Story.
But we've already established that that's actually not an issue. Actually, so that's not even. A story needs a story needs conflict, and solving a conflict that's already resolved is not conflict.
Oh, trust me, Pedro. They're still going to treat it like it's a conflict because I forget if it's at some point they have trouble accepting the bear and porcupine. But there's also going to be another conflict.
So basically, we have just found the first completely diluted movie that is totally convinced that it has conflict, even though it has none.
Also, notice something missing, or
what?
Someone.
The mother. Where is she?
Yeah, Kate.
She's not there
she'll be
because...
gone for pretty much 90% of the movie.
She's not...
And, oh yeah! And look at that
running cycle. Oh my god! Ugh.
Okay, the animation here does not look in sync with the area at all.
And now it comes down to this. Hey, Dwibs, remember when in Alpha and Omega 2 the animation actually was in sync? Well, now we found a way to make it even worse! Oh, God! Dwibs, stop this crazy thing!
I'm not controlling it.
You must be controlling some sort of time thing
Reggie.
that's making Humphrey run in place slowly like that.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
You see, this is what I mean when I say that. This is the point where
not these
obviously
two again.
they gave up. Oh yeah, now we're going to try and help Brent get over his bird issues.
These two are even more pointless of the plot than fucking Timon and Pumbaa.
At least Timon and Pumbaa could be funny.
Speaking of pointless, ready to help Brent get over his bird issues, like, already?
Well, that's fast.
Yeah. I mean, we're not even halfway into the... Are we halfway? No, we're not even halfway in.
We're quite a bit away from being halfway.
Mm-hmm.
And to think, we're going to have to do at least 8 more of these.
Well, you mean 5, since, doing 3 after this will be 5 more, because there's going to be 8.
Oh, right, yes, I can't do maths.
Pray to God they don't make more after 8.
Well, if they manage to make a fucking Land Before Time 14 9 years after 13 came out, I don't see why Alpha and Omega can get a 9th movie.
Shoot, that came out of nowhere. Anywho, sorry dudes, but my video buffered again. I'm at 1805.
1805?
We're way past that.
Go to 19 minutes.
Oh. Okay.
Well, just to be fair, his rendering, his buffering problems are more interesting than this.
What time?
Okay, I'm in 19 minutes. 19 minutes.
19 minutes exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
So who are you?
I am No Name.
Okay.
If you're talking about the big wolf there, he'll be our antagonist.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, okay.
Yes! German reference.
Because we can?
Well, Pedro, wouldn't we want to reference that, America versus Germany Olympics event? The one with Jesse Owens.
What's...
Hey! Because, hey, why not throw in a bit of...
These references don't even make any sense. Hey, the Olympics exist. Hey, the Germans exist.
How did this get past quality production?
Simple. There was no quality control.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would have broken her quills at that point.
Yeah. Who voices this guy?
I have no idea.
What's his character name?
I don't remember.
Well.
I had a dream.
I had a dream once. I'm malicious, mean, and scary. Oh wait, sorry. Sorry guys, I accidentally drifted off into a much better movie. Never mind.
Basically, he has post-traumatic stress disorder because Kate, Humphrey's mate, who's not even in this movie, beat him bad at the Wolf Games.
Such a shame to already did a commentary on Tangled, because I really could do with that movie right now.
We already did the commentary on Tangled, didn't we?
I know. That's why I'm saying it's a real shame that too, because I could really do with Tangled right now.
Also, I think the scene may have passed, but yep, this guy literally changed from light blue to dark blue in one scene. Frame to frame, and oh!
Okay.
So yeah, Pedro, there you have it. An animator lazy enough to leave in a frame change for the sky color scene. That tops the likes of, what was that movie you were referencing?
After last season.
Yeah. Wait, shoot, so now you can give After Last Season a merit in comparison to this.
Gotta run against the bad scrolling backgrounds. Jesus Christ, could you at least try to make it look like these animals are actually in the backgrounds you're presenting?
Come on, Richard, you should know better than this.
Why do that when we can have them teleport into scenes?
I mean, Swarm Princess was sucked balls, but at least it was decently animated. I mean,
again, it was made by the same studio.
Remind me again, Jova, was the first movie also animated by Crest Animation?
Yes.
Was Richie Rich involved in the first one?
He was a producer.
No. Basically, he only started.
Actually, Joey was the producer. Movie. He was the producer, according to Dibs.
Oh, I know that, but I'm talking about director-wise.
Okay. So, okay. The first movie's animation wasn't stellar, but it was decent enough, I guess. Richie, maybe you should just stay as a producer.
Yeah. At least the movie you produced actually, was decent. And yes, of course, the special move.
I wonder what an animation director does differently from a live-action one.
The animation director directs the animators, whereas the director directs the movie in general. Basically, a director...
No, I meant when a main director directs an animated movie.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Basically, the director decides which shots to use, all that shit. Basically, he tells the animation... he's, doing the same basic thing to the animation director, and then the animation director is the one that actually, basically directs the animators themselves and tells them basically, okay, you do this, and then you do this, basically all that shit. Basically, it's a co-job between the two.
Okay.
Well, of course she would wear the pants of the family, you jerk. She's the
also,
alpha.
also, the director is the one who directs the actors, whereas the animation director only has to handle the animation.
Yeah, good job. You managed to fight through that terrible animation and won the race.
Okay, yeah, this is Lion King fucking 2. I mean, seriously, this
What?
this scene.
They don't have. Wait, what?
I mean, this just gives me a huge Lion King 2 vibe. This scene right here.
You mean the two getting along? I mean, the tribes aren't even at war. It's just the Olympic
I know,
Games.
I know, but the whole way the scene is put together, it just gives me that vibe.
Oh, okay.
See, even he's a jerk, and she's the one who pull that away. I don't want to. Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, Kate. There you are.
And she also walked in place. Is she also voiced by? Is she voiced by the same actress from the second movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's not how physics worked.
Physics, according to Richard Rich. Stop doing that.
What the hell is up with these close-ups? Are you really proud of your? Are you really proud of your facial animations, Richie? So that you actually do a close-up on them?
And now it's time for domestic abuse.
At least when Kojima did it, he actually knew that his game looked gorgeous.
So, Pedro, you ready for this movie to try and handle domestic abuse and, the thing of a parent pushing their kid a bit too much?
Here's an interesting thing you might find interesting about Metal Gear Solid. Most of the times in Metal Gear Solid, you can actually control the camera even during cutscenes. So, and you can even zoom in and stuff like that, especially Metal Gear Solid 4. So, basically, you can play director in those games, basically.
Good job I'm not doing those games, otherwise I probably have a lot of noticed my directing moments. Tense music.
Wait, what?
I guess that's how he starts the race.
I don't think that's the sound a duck should be making. But okay. They didn't even foul. They just touched each other. What do you mean foul? Wait, I don't even understand what the hell is happening. Joba, explain this to me.
Something to do with whatever event this is. Yeah, that's another problem. Have I mentioned that this movie insists on having us watch the games without even, explaining the rules of these goddamn things, even though they all look to be just races?
And why is the porcupine even participating? What does the porcupine have to do with the conflict between the two herds of wolves? That doesn't make any sense. Why is the porcupine even... Why is the bear even here?
Because apparently the Cubs wanted the bear on their team, and the porcupine said that he can only join if she joins because she's his caretaker, apparently. And yeah, and apparently the duck is the umpire. Wait, birds are referees? Huh.
Oh, so it's not the same... Whatever.
Oh, yeah. And of course, and hey, why not a FIFA allegory in it, too? They couldn't see the play, so we'll let it go.
Oh, look, she stopped gravity for a whole second there.
Wow.
Yep. More Olympics commentary.
Okay, see, here's the thing. Adults are not gonna watch this piece of shit. Kids are not gonna get the parallel, so what's the point of this?
Also, because they're gonna be scared because of the evasion.
Because art, I guess?
God, I wish I was watching Inside Out right about now.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what? Wait, what?
What?
Get it? It's because their father is so obsessed with winning that he's practically domestically abusing his kids. You know, that's totally the thing for this sort of film. Yeah, basically.
Okay, what is this movie? What is it? Okay, a little too late to be introducing that subplot.
Oh, wait, here it comes. Yeah. How is that legal? Wait, what the heck? What am I kidding? We don't even know the rules of this entire event.
Except win.
Basically, just do whatever and then,
Oh,
what the fuck? What I did?
Did you see that?
What the fuck happened there?
I told you. They literally left in animation from frame to frame.
Also, the sky's not moving.
Exactly. Did you? I told you.
The clouds are stopped. Like this is they're literally playing the characters off a Wile E. Coyote background.
But did you see that frame change?
I did. Yeah.
They had to leave that in. The animated frame by frame.
This reminds me of a certain. Reminds me of a certain old TV show here in Portugal who also had a stupid thing regarding this kind of shit.
Yeah, but this is a movie America. I mean, heck, even Food Fight made sure not to do stupid stuff like that. I mean, and an editor has to notice that, unless that editor isn't doing his job, which, come to think of it, might actually explain this to him, but that scene there just showed to me, you know, Alpha and Omega 2 was bad, but compared to this, even Alpha and Omega 2 had some sense of carrying it. Oh god, more poor random animations. But yeah, it's this film that
Alpha and Omega 2 also Alpha and Omega 2 had more plot than this.
Wow.
So
I mean, so far, all I've seen is these characters running for no apparent reason.
So this song somehow manages to have even less plot than its predecessor.
I warned you. However, be prepared because
now she's teaching him things just like in The Lion King fucking 2.
Oh, that. Okay, fair enough.
Ha.
Comedy.
Oh.
Wait, what? See, there's even the bad father who's like Zira. I mean, seriously.
You know, it was Zira.
Brilliant. I love that line. Look, you have to hate your opponent to win. Thank you, movie. I needed that one.
And also, those wolf sound effects. They don't sound canned at all now, do they?
So what you're telling me is that in order to beat a video game, I have to hate it.
Well, hey, that'll come in handy for tackling lightning returns, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
In my case, Bubsy 3D.
There you go, Dwib. See? Just let your hate flow through you, because apparently you can only beat an opponent if you hate it, according to this movie.
Of course.
You know, isn't it just amazing that I made
oh my god, Dwibs, I just realized it.
What?
The reason you guys could never beat us is because you didn't hate us. There you go. There's a secret to it.
Well, hey, if we meet in the Euros this year, then I guess we'll have plenty of opportunity.
Finally back. By the way, isn't it amazing how this film chooses to be subtle with the Olympic references, but pretty much every allegory, like, hey, parents, don't be too tough on your kids about winning, or stuff like, hey, everyone should get to play, or play fair. Now that's the stuff they choose to ram down your throat. Oh yeah, and now it's time for another little.
And now we're in the fucking Pride Rock thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, listen to this.
You gotta dig a little deeper.
So basically, this movie is telling you to, instead of just try and win, just be the best you can be. Mind you, this is the movie that was so lazy with the animation that they couldn't even keep the sky consistent. So, yeah, of course, this movie is perfect for teaching that lesson.
I mean, look at this. This entire place is just a big ripoff of Pride Rock.
It's not even that good looking either.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, as far as we are now, this is the worst looking. Granted, it will get usurped by the sequels.
Now, son, remember, you have to hate your opponent to win. So hate him. Hate him. Let the hate flow through you, son. Seriously, that guy's voice is so over the top evil.
I'll say.
I guess it was altered in post.
And yet, believe it or not, he's actually not truly evil, at least according to the movie. He's just misguided.
Jesus Christ, dude, lighten up. I mean, is there any consequence for losing these games anyway?
You will bring dishonor upon the clan or something. I
guess.
Well, if you recall that earlier scene where he had a breakdown, and everyone left, apparently, Kate, Claudette's mother there, beat him so bad that it left him psychologically tormented. And so he has to have his son win because, it's the typical, I must live my life through my children. And... oh yeah, already with the romance. Yeah, at least Lion King 2 actually built up the romance, but no, they're in love already.
Because...
oh.
What?
What?
Russian, I think. Yeah.
Calgary? Don't you mean Canada?
Right,
I have no idea. In fact, I'll retract my Russian statement just in case.
And remember to hate her!
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I can't get over that. The line is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Also,
this is going to be a case of never live it down.
Also, for something
oh my god,
the
these cameras.
Oh, I believe I can animate terribly.
Richie, are you that proud of this movie's visuals? Because you shouldn't.
You must have been at the time. Also, for something that's supposed to be the Olympic Games for wolves, anyone notice that a lot of these events just seem to be, races?
Yeah, this is all I'm seeing is them racing each other.
What great games!
This is like if George Lucas made an entire movie of just pod racing from the first episode.
Well, there was a game about pod racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a game, and a spin-off at that as well.
Get up there! You're not hating her enough. Hate more.
And now Claudette's letting him catch up.
Ugh.
She's literally just letting him catch up just to give him another shot because, well, I'll let the film try and explain why.
Good luck.
And look, that bear teleported into the scene.
Go faster!
And by go faster, I mean go to slow-mo.
His face. Yeah, I don't care, movie. Move on. So it's a tie?
This music clearly does not fit.
Yeah, everyone's a winner because Claudette let him catch up.
Now it would be a good time to insert that line from Vince from Recess. What? Tying is worse than losing. Son, what did I teach you about hating people?
What?
The what?
So yeah, his son can just.
Wait, did they actually record stock footage, put in stock footage of children? That
is how I mentioned the stock footage of the wolf as well.
That particular voice clip didn't even sound like it belonged here.
Really? You couldn't have just recorded some people in the studio going, "Yay!" Well, wonderful. And again, stock audio.
But wait, the plot's not over yet.
But there's only like 6 minutes left.
Twins, have you heard the saying BS extension?
Let me guess, the movie's going to end right at the very last second, and they'll only have enough time to show the credits for like a nanosecond. Hey her!
And now,
that was so
problem
sudden.
solved.
Complete 180 for the sake of the plot. Why not?
Yep. So yeah, family
oh my
issues
God, that
solved
gravity.
in a matter of seconds. Oh yeah, and romance. Don't worry though, I can't wait to see how they'll continue the romance in the sequel. How they'll actually expand on their relationship if Fleet doesn't show up.
So let me get this straight. They're hyping out. So they're hyping out that they're going to have more games, but the games never return.
Not only that, but Fleet doesn't even return in
Okay.
Alpha Omega 4.
Okay, is every movie of this series in its own continuity? It's like every movie's a fucking reboot.
Well, Pedro, that's a lot of things people thought until Alpha and Omega 5, which established that, no, they are all in the same continuity. But yeah, just like I said, plot points brought up, but they're only going to be dropped in the sequel.
And that's it.
Well, I'll give this movie credit. I'll actually take this over too.
Really? Seriously?
Yes, the animation is worse, but two things. It's two things.
Because the villain was,
there's two main. Actually, there you go. Thank you, Joe. 3 main reasons. One, the movie actually ended. Gotta give her credit there.
Yeah.
Second, the villain was kind of entertaining in how over the top the voice was. And third, one of the greatest, most stupid lines in the history of cinema. In order to beat your opponent, you have to hate her. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yep. That'll definitely be one to write down.
Okay, so it was a terrible movie, but I don't know after those.
Oh yeah, and pretty much a lot of the team from the previous movie.
So yeah, basically it's a terrible movie, but I'll take this over the second one because I don't know, the second one felt a lot more painful to sit through. Honestly, this one wasn't quite as This one wasn't quite as painful. It was just bad, and that's about it. Basically,
I think I see where you're coming from, Mick. Well, the second one was definitely trying to be a lot more serious, while also combining in Christmas of all things. Whereas this one, while a much dumber movie, I guess wasn't trying to focus as much on plot.
Yeah,
is that where it is?
I guess. Sure.
Oh, goody. In that case, Pedro, get ready for Alpha and Omega to try and be as serious as, the previous movies in Alpha and Omega 4, where we actually bring in death by mauling.
Beautiful.
Consistency, ain't it?
Beautiful. Go ahead, Dos.
The song sucks. The end. Next.
Okay. This movie, okay. Okay, yeah, I'll admit, when it comes to getting a laugh out of stuff, I definitely would go for this more than Alpha and Omega 2, but oh boy, is this worse than Alpha and Omega 2. I mean, the animation is the laziest it's been at this point in the Alpha and Omega series, at least as far as we know. Well, you guys haven't seen 4 and 5 yet. The story, can I even call it a story? I will admit, though, stuff like the crazy dad in that line, now that I think about it, does make it actually so bad that it's funny in some regards. It's it's more enjoyable than 2. However, if you're looking for actual quality and something that won't hurt your eyes the most, oh boy, I'd recommend 2 over this one. But yeah, there you go. Definitely the worst we've seen so far, but more enjoyable than 2.
Alright, so shall we end this?
Also, somewhat shorter, I guess, than 2.
A little bit.
But dear lord, those can... Oh yeah, re-recording mixer. Yeah, nice job with the canned sound effects. I can't wait to hear... I can't wait to hear even more of those in Alpha and Omega 5.
Oh,
let's get this ended then.
yes.
Yeah, tune in next time, folks, when we do Alpha and Omega 4, the... it's the spooky one.
Oh, well, sorry, what are you talking about? This movie and the last one were already spooky enough.
All right.
Now it's going to try and be spooky. Ooh.
You can remember, guys. We can only beat these movies if we hate them. So
Well, that's not so hard, is it?
no, not at all. All right. See you, everybody.
See you next time.
See ya.